Well, what does the model score represent? What does it measure? Does it measure technicals? No. Does it measure the strength of the stock market? No. It measures the relative performance of different assets against each other, i.e., spreads between asset classes and within the equity space. So it measures risk over time, and it tries every day to provide one single score for the performance of all assets that can be measured. And we're talking about tens of thousands of individual spread relationships, all condensed in one daily score. When you do that over time, you get to periods of risk on and periods of risk off. Very simply put, what this model does to go into risk off is a long-term moving average gets crossed by a shorter-term moving average, which are optimized for past performance. And when you do that, you come up with something like this. The red periods are periods of risk off, and the blue are the periods when the risk off failed, i.e., when the model basically failed to give you a true risk off position, and the market continued up. SPY continued up relative to other assets. As you can see, over the course of 15-16 years, it has failed a few times, but always for very little loss, while the times that it avoided you sharp losses was much greater. Now, what is important to understand is what happens when the market reaches a score of at least minus 47 on any one day. As you can see, in that case, there have only been two periods where the Riskdial gave you a bum signal, let's say, and every other time it gave you a very, very large drawdown, i.e. the mean was over 10% and the median was 7.7%. So it helped you to avoid a very major stock market loss. In any case, if we go down to the equity curve, even if one does not include only periods with minus 47, this is the equity curve that it comes up with, i.e. it always helps you to outperform SPY. And on a basically yearly return, you can see that your maximum loss on a year was in 2008, and that was like 3.69%. So what it does, it squashes the downside and it warns you that something bad is about to happen.